like my closest friends that are some other spot that people were wanting to stay at, I might still be like, yeah. But
I also didn't even want to bring my candy or keep paying to offer a shared kit. I have one that I'm like, I will offer this as a shared kit. It's gonna be right in your face.
Alright, so I'll go.
I'm Kendrick and I play guitar in 1000 Angels and 7. Tour was great. It was really cool to get to play in some places I've never been to and have fun on the road with my friends. Playing in Chicago for ZBR Fest was a huge honor, and that was really sick. I also really enjoyed playing in Kansas City as well. They just have a really cool scene there of enthusiastic people going to shows, and I love seeing our friends there. I bought a sword at the Iowa 80 truck stop that I will cherish for the rest of my days. I also got locked in a venue bathroom for a few minutes at the Flying V, but it ended up being okay.
It got me too.
Nice. Say your name and where are we?
I don't want to state my name. Where I'm at, we're in Kansas City, Missouri.
Where are we?
Where he said, we're in Kansas City, Missouri. We're in Kansas City, Missouri, dude.
Yeah.
We're in Kansas City, Missouri. KCMO? Kansas City, Missouri.
Where?
Executive Order 44. It's actually pronounced Chickmo. Yeah, it sticks out further than I expected.
Nice.
Hello, my name is Ryan. I play drums. Tour was great, besides getting some equipment broken right away and having someone's body break and someone's yard kind of broke as well. My favorite city to play at was Minneapolis, just because I have a lot of friends there. I would have liked to see more of them, spend more time there, but I did not get to. I saw some friends on the way out there and some friends in Chicago as well, so just seeing friends is nice. And fond memory of tour would be getting to catch a cave show after we played in Minneapolis as part of May Day, where I ran into a couple familiar faces, even though those people do not live there. And other fond memories, just eating good food, deep dish pizza and Portillo's, and we ate at this Palestinian place, and then getting to meet the Daves at ZBR. Yep.
I gotta get fucking Rosemary to Iowa City.
That would be so fun. I've been good friends, like, I played with, like, Holy Ghost a few times with various projects, and they passed us a lot, and they're like a...
You crazy psycho.
You ready?
Yeah.
Can you write that on the front?
Oh!
Oh my god!
He did it. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
Oh, both actually.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. That's so stupid.
Of different tracks that are just it's all just the same. I can make it happen. Yeah, I was...
They are looking at the menu right now.
Alright, so we'll start with... Doesn't sound like agoraphobic nosebleed.
in my class, and I will get like 60.1% in this class. It's like passing by.
Sorry, guys.
That's like a D minus.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I've never seen this.
Everybody, I've got an art project due on Monday. Doing art. Welcome to MTV Cribs Van Edition. Today we're showing you the Mud Kingdom. Over here, you can see a little trench we dug, dude.
No, it's a straight shot. Just
They were just like, I'm gonna go to bed, so you guys got the cardboard?
My name is Matthew Meyer, and I play guitar in 1000 Angels and 7. Tour was really great. Honestly, a very fun experience. Every day was awesome. It's really hard to pick a favorite city. I had a great time in Minneapolis, reconnecting with old friends, making new friends. I had a great time in Kansas City. Again, reconnecting with old friends, meeting new friends, just playing a really fun show to people who seem to get it. Minneapolis was awesome. That venue was cool. I think if I had to pick a favorite, though, it was Chicago, just because meeting both of the Daves and playing at ZBR Fest is kind of big for someone like me who's been into Screamo forever. It meant a lot to be able to play that show, play with some acts that I've kept up with since high school even, like Respire and Islet, and even some of the newer acts like Votive, who put out an EP and an album that I've kept up with. I just love that band, as well as Dave's band, Apostles of Eris, and Poetry of Torch from Japan was crazy. Bloom Dream. But aside from playing with all those bands, many of which I'm sure I'm forgetting right now off the top of my head, and I'll remember later and regret not adding in here, but on top of just playing with all those bands, it was just great to meet a bunch of people who liked the music and kind of got it and wanted to talk and hang out and talk about Screamo and stuff like that. Chicago's just great overall too. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to say Chicago is my favorite, but really all the days had great stuff happen. It was a very eventful tour. Yeah, I don't know. Chicago, cool. Something to add. Big fond memory I had of the tour, though, was getting stuck in Iowa City and getting the van stuck. It was a little traumatic. That's an exaggeration, but it was a little dramatic and stressful for a minute there, but it really was handled perfectly fine, and I think we are strong people who got through it, and it was really funny. Looking back on it, Alex screaming I don't think you guys should do that, and me being like, Kendrick, you got it, Kendrick, and then immediately getting stuck and it being a multiple $100 and multiple hour ordeal. Really funny. Alex almost dying in the hospital, also really funny in hindsight, now that it's not something we were stressed about. In the moment it was like, oh my god, what's happening, what am I going to do if I take this guy on tour and then kill him, but it all was really fun and really funny in hindsight.
Hello, my name's Alex. I play bass in 1000 Angels and 7. I play some rock and roll with the homies, and I just be chilling with them all the time. I be having a great time with them. Tour was great. It was awesome. Got to meet a lot of new people. Never been out to the Midwest myself, so going to these cities was the first time, and it was awesome. I had a great time. Probably my favorite show. It's either got to be the Minneapolis show or the Chicago show. I mean, those two shows were filled with just so many people that had like really nice things to say. I mean, throughout the whole night of those two shows, I mean, I was stopped and people were just talking to me and saying how good we are and how amazing we sound. And it was something pretty awesome, and like least to say basically. But yeah, a fond memory I have of the tour has got to be the first day of tour. I practically almost died on the first day of tour. My lungs actually swelled up. Something in the air in Kansas made my lungs like really irritated, and I guess they swelled up, and I was basically suffocating from the inside. I didn't know at the time. I just thought I was getting sick from altitude sickness, since I tend to get sick wherever I go. I just get sick all the time. So I thought it was normal, but it turns out my lungs actually swelled up. I had to go to the hospital right after the show. This was like 1 a.m. Got out the show at like 5 a.m. And yeah, it was a crazy night. I mean, at that time, all the homies were asleep. I had just a shirt and sandals. My phone was at 3%, and I had no clue where to go. So it was a little chaotic at first, but after a while, I got everything situated. I got the address, went home, and now looking back at it, I think it was pretty funny. It's probably not the best thing to think about it that way, but I mean, could have gone worse. Besides that, I overcame that. I had a great time. I was playing rock and roll with the homies every night. I mean, what could you ask for? But besides that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm Elle. I do all of the vocals and the lyrics in 1,000 Angels. And yeah, tour was amazing. I always have an absolute blast on tour, and it's just one of my favorite things in the world, especially getting to hit some of my favorite places as well as some really cool new ones. Minneapolis was a place I hit for the first time that on this run that I've been hearing about for so many years, and just completely lived up to the expectations and went crazy. But yeah, Chicago in particular, though, it's definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite city in the U.S., and I just have so many close friends out there that it's always a joy to visit. But also just getting to play ZBR Fest out there after so many years of wanting to do it was just absolutely insane. The days have created such a sense of community, and yeah, so Chicago was my favorite show to play, and some fond memories of tour. It's hard to pick just one. Honestly, I know this sounds insane, but, you expect something to go wrong on every tour, and it always makes for a good story later. And I just remember we got our van stuck in someone's front yard on this run. We had to move the van 10 fucking feet from where it was in the driveway, just to a different part of the driveway. And I remember just sitting in the back seat, half asleep, hearing people talk about whether we could fit somewhere, and next thing you know, we've got half the van just dug into these people's front yard, just mud everywhere at 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was at the house we were staying at. So it was all so ridiculous. We had to get a tow. I just remember Alex sitting there with this headlamp on to help the tow guys see what they were doing. And yeah, it was one of the more absurd things that's happened to me on tour, and it was just, it cracked me up. But you know, you're with your friends and you know you're just gonna you're gonna work it all out and get to the next place. And yeah, it was an adventure as per usual, and I had a great time making music with the homies. Can't wait to do it again.